Hey guys, so I am so excited because this has been such a requested video and I have never done this on my channel before, and yeah, I'm just really excited to share this with you. This is, as you can tell by the title, my makeup collection video. So I'm going to be showing you guys where I store it, how I store it, and basically just my whole entire setup. And just before we get started, I'm just going to do a little bit of a disclaimer. I am in no way bragging about the collection of makeup that I have. I have been accumulating this kind of stuff for quite a while now, and I basically just, it's one of my hobbies. I love doing other people's makeup as well, so I like being able to have tons of products for that purpose. So I am not trying to show off, but on the other hand, my collection is nowhere near as extravagant as some of the other people's here on YouTube. So that's my little disclaimer, guys. So without further ado, let's get into the makeup. Okay, so walking into my room, don't mind the messy bed, I'm actually washing sheets right now. Walking into the room, this is my whole setup here. That's got all my makeup and stuff, and all the storage on top, and then down below is just clothes. And then I have my mirror here. Hello. So this is where I stand and I do my makeup and stuff. So I used to have like one of those little like magnifying mirror things, but when we moved here quite a few months ago now, I packed it really badly, and it ended up breaking. So this is what I use to do my makeup every day, or I do it in the bathroom downstairs, or sometimes I just don't get it done. So coming over here, this is just a dresser from IKEA. I can't remember the actual style name of it, but I'm pretty confident they still sell it. And this one just has 4 drawers, but you can actually get ones with up to 6, I believe, and as small as 2 drawers. So these are really nice, and like they don't have handles or anything, so you could just like, so it's nice and sleek, and it's just like a pine kind of finish. And so right here, I usually keep one of my favorite candles, just whatever I like at the moment. I like lighter scents in the bedroom. I don't like really like musky or heavy scents, or like anything that smells like food either. Is kind of like, I don't really like it. So right now I'm burning French Garden from Bath & Body Works. So I've been really liking this up here lately. And then I usually just keep my like the lotion and the body spray that I'm using at the moment. So right now I've just got my Japanese Cherry Blossom from Bath & Body Works out. So moving over here, we have this little 3-drawer system thingy, and I believe I got this from Walmart. I've had it for a really long time. So I've got this little 3-drawer system, and on top of it, I'll go through that stuff first. So on top of it, I always keep my foundation that I'm using at the moment out, and right now I've been using the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I'm in the color medium beige, if you're wondering. And so yeah, so I just keep that out for convenience purposes. And then I also have my concealer that I'm using at the moment, and you can tell I need to pick up another one of these badly. And this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I am in NW20, if you're also wondering. And then I just have a chapstick, one that I usually just put on right before bed. It's one of those Nivea ones. Then moving over here, I have my kabuki brush, which I don't know why I set it down here and not up with my brushes, but whatever. I have my kabuki brush, and then I have 2 little sharpeners. I have my Josie Maran Argan Oil little sample thingy that I got from Sephora quite a long time ago. And I just use that for, I don't know, random things. If I have like really dry skin, I sometimes use it for that, and I use it for the ends of my hair as well. Next, I have my 2 face lotions, and this is the one I use on an everyday basis. It's the Neutrogena oil-free with an SPF 15 moisturizer, and then behind that I have my Jergens Natural Glow moisturizer, which I use on occasion just to kind of keep my face matching the rest of my body. And then in this container I just have all my like I guess you call it stick lip glosses. And as you can see, I don't have too many. I also have a hair clip here. I'll just put that over there. I don't really have too many. I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss. I really don't like wear lip gloss very often. I don't wear like lip products all that often, but usually when I find something, I just like really like it. So in here, I've got some like MAC. I've got 2 Rimmel ones. These are the vinyl gloss ones. Got a CoverGirl. Some e.l.f. These are lip stains actually, and so is this one. It's one of those Maybelline 24-hour Superstay ones. And then I've got some lip pencils and more MAC, and some Revlon ones down there too. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I keep in there. Then in these 3 drawers, I have kind of an assortment of stuff. The top drawer all my mascaras and all my eyeliners. So as you can see, I've got a lot of mascaras, everything from like Maybelline, L'Oreal, yeah, and then all my eyeliners as well. And then I've got my 2 Maybelline gel liners in the front here. This drawer is very packed, as you can see, so it's really hard to close sometimes. And then I've got some lash grip in there too. I don't wear false lashes all that often, but unless I'm like doing, I don't know, something fancy, going out somewhere, so I've got some lash glue in there, just in case. Next drawer down, I am carrying on with lip products. So this is my lipstick drawer, and as you can see, it's not like terribly full either. I've just got it kind of sorted by brand. So right now I've got some Rimmel, NYX ones back there, some Revlon. These are matte ones. I know everybody's not a huge fan of these, and one of the regular ones, I guess. This isn't Just Enough Buff. It's a pretty popular one. I've got some Maybelline. In the front I've got my 2 Kate Moss ones from Rimmel. If you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, because I've got like the red lipstick on, I'm wearing the #1 in that, from that collection. I've got my Revlon lip butters, some MAC, L'Oreal, and more Revlon of the cream ones. These are like my favorite. So that's that drawer. Oh, and I've also got, oh, look at that guy. I forgot I had this. It's a little benefit sample I got when I think I did an online order and they sent me in a little sample. So that's that. Next drawer down is carrying on with lip products again. These are all my tubed and potted lip glosses, or whatever, like chapsticks. In the front I've got some Blistex. I've got 4 of these Body Shop ones. They just like, they smell like amazing. These are just amazing. They smell so good. I've got my Lush bubblegum lip scrub. Gotta have that, especially for winter. It's amazing. I've got my MAC Tender Tone. That's in Hush Hush. And then I've got all my other tube glosses. I've got a bunch from Bath & Body Works, L'Oreal, e.l.f., and a Rimmel one there. Then moving on over, I keep all my palettes just standing up right here. So as for these, I don't have too many palettes, but I'll just go through them quickly. I've got my Naked palette. Everybody knows what that looks like. Hi. I've got my Urban Decay Ammo palette, which I really haven't actually used very much. Yeah, it's got some nice colors in it though, but some pretty crazy ones too. I mean, like that pink is crazy. Those 2 pinks are crazy. That blue is intense. I have not used that one at all yet. I kind of want to figure out a tutorial for that or something. So yeah, I've got that. I've got my MAC palette, which is pretty much full. I have one more that I need to pot, so then I just have one more spot in this, and then I'm going to have to start on a new one. So if you guys would like an overview of my MAC palette, let me know. And then I have my Coastal Scents, and this is the 78 eyeshadow and blush combo palette. So it's got some blush, and then it's got all those colors too. These are just like amazing for the price, especially if you're like really in need of like a bunch of like bright colors, but you don't plan on using them that often, instead of spending a lot of money, you may as well just buy a palette like this, because then you can have all the bright colors even if you're just going to use them once in a while. So that's that. Moving on over here, I've got another 3-drawer system thingy, and I believe this one is also from Walmart. And on top of this, I keep my brushes. They're just in the little brush holders. If you want to see the video on that, I'll link it below. It's from Miss Glamorazzi, and it's a DIY Glam It Yourself video that she did, where you use old candles like the one I have here, and you turn them into like brush holders or whatever you want. So I've got my face brushes and my eye brushes, and then I've got my little eyelash curler, and yeah, that's pretty much all that's sitting up there. So then I'm gonna move down to these drawers. So in the top drawer I have, and I've got these little, this is kind of hard because I'm short and this is kind of tall. I've got these little divider thingies, also from Walmart, just little plastic like drawer separators for like cutlery or whatever. So I've just got them in I've got some in each of my drawers here, just to keep it like a little bit easier to separate. So on this side, I have all of my concealers, and I've also got eye primers. So I've got concealers back there, I've got my Benefit Boing, hope this doesn't fall out, my CoverGirl, Maybelline, I've got a Smashbox one here, Glamoflage, another Maybelline one, Fit Me or whatever it is. I've got some eyebrow stuff up here, the Maybelline Age Rewind, which I use every single day under my eyes. Got the Garnier under eye roller. I've got my 2 eye primers, my primer potions from Urban Decay. Got those in there. And then essentially down the middle here, I have all my foundations. So in the back there, I have, oh, and I have my Fix and Perfect primer from Rimmel. In the back there, I have a Rimmel, my Photo Ready from Revlon. What's this? My Maybelline Dream Smooth concealer or foundation. Then I have my CoverGirl Nature Luxe. I love this for summer. My Garnier BB cream and my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And then to the very side here, I've got all my powders. So I've got ones I use most often, I keep up front. So I've got my Dream Matte, I've got my Maybelline Fit Me, MAC Mineralize, I've got a Steel Up base powder as well. And then in the back, I just have my Rimmel Stay Matte powder foundation, a Revlon Photo Ready powder, CoverGirl powder, and an e.l.f. powder way back there, but I literally never use that e.l.f. powder, and it's way too light for my skin tone too. That's all in the top drawer. So then moving down to the second drawer, this is bronzers, highlighters, and blush. Ooh, fancy. So in the front, all in here is just my bronzers and highlighters. So I've got my Hard Candy Tiki bronzer, which I use as a highlight. And then my other 2 highlighting powders I have here are a Revlon one for when I'm like really, really tanned, and then I've got a Physicians Formula one, which is just like one of their strip things. So you can use this as an eyeshadow or like whatever the heck you want to use it for. And then in the back I have a NYX bronzer, and I'll just put that over there. It doesn't fit. And then for the rest of my bronzers, I have my NYC Sunny bronzer and my Rimmel Natural bronzer, whatever the heck it's called. And then I have my NARS Laguna, and then I have 2 e.l.f. bronzers, one in warm and one in cool, just depending on the look I want to go for. And then I keep this over here because it is not going to fit in with all the other blushes here. And this is just my Hard Candy Fox in a Box. So yeah, I keep that there. And then in here I have all my blushes. Rimmel, e.l.f., Wet n Wild, Maybelline Bouncy Blush, got 2 of those, NYX Cream Blush, Maybelline Mousse Blush, and then 3 MAC blushes. And that's all for that drawer. Very last drawer is all of my eyeshadows that are not in the palettes that are over there. So in this one side here, I keep all of my like eyeshadow bases and stuff, but not like primers, just like bases. So I have my MAC paint pots and my Maybelline 24-hour cream eyeshadows, I guess you could call them. And then I have a Revlon cream shadow palette as well, because I really don't use that as a eyeshadow anything. I just use it as a base. And then in the back I have my NYX pencils. And then down the middle I just have my drugstore slash just like small palettes or whatever. So I've got L'Oreal, Almay, and in the back I have a Maybelline, another Maybelline one, and Wet n Wild. And then along this side here, I just keep all my like single eyeshadows. So I've got CoverGirl, I've got some e.l.f. ones, I've got like some, these are the mineral eyeshadows, so they're like basically like a MAC pigment. And then I've got some like other pot ones down there from e.l.f. Then I've got the e.l.f. Studio eyeshadows that are just like in single pan form that look so much like the NARS ones, but totally not. But they're pretty good quality. So you can see they're just like that. It's got 3 of those. And then I keep my 2 MAC eyeshadows that are too big. They're both mineralized ones. This one's from like last, I have no idea what this collection was called. And this one is from like a really long time ago collections. This was called In the Groove. I remember that because this is actually called In the Groove. So I keep my 2 mineralized ones there just because they're bigger. And then I just have a NYX eyeshadow and another MAC single normal potted eyeshadow, but I just haven't depotted this one yet. This is in Honey Lust. And that is all for my makeup collection.